some commitment. Some serious commitment. True Canadian fisherman with the Tim Hortons cup between his feet.
So I have ice fished this pond before, but it was before those power lines were in.
What a racket.
And before that industrial park was in. This was the edge of town at one point.
Just listen.
I know.
That's not bees, man. What a racket.
So I don't know if there's an electromagnetic pole that is disturbing the fish in there, if they can sense that.
Boy, I've heard a lot of excuses for not catching a big one. That's got to be a new one.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Electricity runs through those wires. It must create a magnetic pole.
Okay.
It throws the fish off.
Your fish is thrown off. That's why he's not biting.
Yes.
All right.
He's scared.
Shall not of you, of the electromagnetic field.
That and they sense me on a regular basis.
Absolutely.
Fish fear
I
me.
mean, look at you.
Women love me.
On that note.
Got a couple new spinners to try out now. I'm going to try out this bright green one, I think. Both of these are from MFS Baits. I'm going to try out this bright green one and give this a cast. I'll keep you posted.
Hey.
Presentable?
Presentable.
So we're here now at another, I think would be a good pond for fish. It's a fairly big pond, deep. It's low pressure here now, but it just started to absolute pour. We've got brand new MFS Baits spinners on. The worms are juicy. I think the only excuse we have now is our car is red.
What? Right. Yeah.
We need a different color car. That's the only reason we're not catching fish right now.
That's right.
Our car is red.
Yes.
Speaking of MFS Baits, the MFS Baits Midsummer YouTubers Contest semi-qualifiers is officially closed as of yesterday.
You're making up now.
So for the video that we posted a while ago about the competition, I've closed off the comments. So I'm going to insert some footage here now. We're going to use a YouTube random comment picker to pick a comment from that. That qualifier will then go to Tucker and I, and Tucker is going to enter those names into another random picker and pick the grand prize. So the grand prize is going to be from MFS Baits, obviously a fishing package. But of the 20 odd other YouTubers, most of those have also contributed to the grand prize. I'm going to stick in some footage here at the end of this of what we have entered. But I know that there are some other, some ferro rods, there's some swag, hats, t-shirts, that kind of stuff. So most of the other YouTubers have entered. So the grand prize is growing all the time. I think it's going to be pretty good. So for now, we're half soaked. I think we're going to head back to the house, see if we can dry out, and maybe we'll stop at Sobeys for some trout. See you later, guys. So this is our entry into the MFS Baits contest. This is a knife that I assembled. I'm not a blacksmith, so I didn't forge the knife myself. It was a batch of knives, a batch of kit knives that I had bought. So this was one of 5 or 6. This particular knife is a Damascus carbon steel blade. After I assembled the knife, I sent it out to Avalon Edge to put a finish sharpen onto it. The handle is handmade from denim micarta. So I took an old pair of blue jeans, I cut it up into strips, I soaked each strip into some fiberglass resin, and then laid them out layer by layer into a Tupperware container, and then compressed a lot of it into a perfectly flat block. Then I cut the block in half, which gave me the 2 scales with a perfectly flat edge for the 2 sides. The mosaic pins that you see here are handmade. I think I used brake tube for the outer diameter, and the inner diameter is 14 gauge copper wire. Then I took some more epoxy. I dyed the epoxy black with some makeup powder, and then assembled the tubes and nailed it together. The front pins are made out of some 12 gauge copper wire, and again, they're just pins to help hold it together. Once the handle was assembled, I give it a good sanding down to a silky smooth finish so it perfectly fits into your hand. Unfortunately, I'm not a leathersmith, so there is no matching sheath to match this. Right now, it's being transported inside of a paper towel tube and some electric tape. So like I said, it's just a knife, and unfortunately, I don't have a sheath to go with it. One thing is for certain, there's no piranha in this river.
No?
No.
How can you know for sure though?
I would have had one though. If there's no piranha, I think we can rule out catfish.
Okay.
And maybe tigerfish. Which is all the things we're fishing for.
That's right.
I'm beginning to believe it's trout are extinct.
Trout are extinct? Since May 24th. They just went extinct. That's Daryl Wells over at Different Stuff Fished them all.
I think if you look really closely in the background, you can see the soapy bag.
Yes, maybe you're right.
Now's a chance to redeem your reputation
What reputation?
as the great white fisher person from the bay.
Well, I'd take you on with a jigger any day of the week.
Didn't you just say that you could pull a 4-pound trout out of a mud hole? Plenty of deep water here. I thought we might got fish, but we tried out there in the deeper water. We tried here in this little inlet.
Okay, so we're not giving it up. Where are we headed?
Our secret spot, I can't say.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. Deep in the back country.
Deep in the back country, like so many benches in the woods. I couldn't resist.
Are you mocking?
No, me. I would never mock. She's a bumpy road, brother.
She's bumping.
Looks clearing up.
The road or the weather?
Not the road, the weather.
So we've moved on to another pond. We're about 4 or 5 miles in from the road. This way we know that the fish can't see our car. Clearly that they didn't like the color of our car at the last pond. We're here now at this pond. Darla just hooked a big one but lost it. Darla thinks that the water here might be too warm, and obviously fish like cold water. I'm beginning to think that maybe the water here is just too wet. We'll be back with a different pond. Someday on close, isn't it? It's a pretty miserable day here now. What? It's pretty miserable. Are we ready to accept the fish have become extinct?
There's litter. And then there's this. I mean, seriously. Why on earth would someone do that?
So the rain is not let up. It's pouring off and on. So we're gonna call it a day. Clearly, this is not a working day for the fish. I don't know if it's some type of fish holiday, long weekend for the fish.
We didn't get the memo, did we?
We clearly we're not on the fish's calendar, but they're obviously fish convention. They're not in this pond. I think it's a good pond. There's plenty of deep water here. It's a big pond, but clearly they've sensed that we're on site or something. Anyway, we're going to call it a day. We're going to head back. But before I go, I just want to do one last thank you to MFS Baits for putting together this Newfoundland YouTubers contest. MFS Baits has been really good to the local Newfoundland scene, local Newfoundland YouTube scene. So just a big shout out to them.
Honey, do you have the smell of fish on you?
Unfortunately not.
Did you just
Dead worms.
Did you just snip your fingers twice?
It's not fish, it's just dead worms.
He's a finger sniffer. Why are you wiping them in my pants?
Because I have dead worms on me.
You have a fishing vest. Wipe them there.
This is my father's fishing vest.
What, you saying you can't get it dirty?
Exactly. Which could be part of the problem, that the fish can smell the brute.
Oh, exactly. Guaranteed. Foiled by your father's fishing vest. Is that what we're finally going with?
The smell of brute.
You don't like my rubber boots today?
Your rubber boots are sexy.
Okay. I shouldn't be wearing capris with my rubber boots.
No.
Why? They meet. When I'm standing, you don't see that little half-inch gap of leg. Maybe that's what makes them sexy.
Sexy. What are you working on?
I'm cooking up some fish, honey.
This is
What
the
else
fish.
are you gonna do? We were fishing all morning. Now, we gotta cook up fish for lunch.
This is the fish that we just caught.
Let me just hide the plastic bag here. Sure.
This is cod we just pulled out of the pond.
That's right. They fill it and everything. Like,
That's how they come now.
that's how they come.
Highly evolved fish.
Yes, sir.
So you're doing cod gratin?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Fresh pond cod.
Right in the bag.
Right in the bag.
It's gonna be great.
So we decided that you were going to cook dinner while I clean the trout.
Is that what we decided?
Yes, I'll clean the trout we just got.
Okay, well, you get busy at that. Well, I cook up some codfish that came out of Hermitage Bay. All right.
Do you think we can have the fire department here in a minute?
We could. Something hunting in the fall. Okay, cod gratin. I have greased my pan, my dish. I've added my fresh codfish. Sprinkled a little salt and pepper, added some chopped onion. Over here I've got my butter melting. To this I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of flour and then thicken it. Add milk and see how it goes. So there's the flour. And then I'm going to add my milk. So I've added my flour, or added my milk to my flour and butter. Making a roux. Nothing fancy in my cod gratin. Let that thicken up. Turn the temperature down a wee bit. Got a little bit of cheese on top of the fish. While this is bubbling, pour it right over top. That's it. We'll put a wee bit of salt on there. Get it in the oven. Best way to get a fish is trawl from shore.
God damn it, I got a tree. You can't use that because I'm saying bad words. Ah!
We're gonna have to bloop out this section. It'll be the blooper reel. Be prepared for the beeps.